Well, go on, people. Now that it's been a long time. Long time you guys haven't seen us. You guys probably think that we probably stopped doing shows and all of those stuff, but no, we haven't. It's just a case that I've been very busy. Time is against me. So yes, that's the reason why we haven't been having any shows. But from the other day I should have had a show about the EPL season that just ended and including UCL as well. So, yep. Well, I wasn't able to have those shows, but here I am tonight with you guys, and hopefully I'll be joined by a few of these fellas. I mean, they should have been here by now, but I haven't seen them as yet. But hopefully I'll be joined by them shortly. But people, what going? Tell me what going, man. And as I'm join the chat, and just like up the stream as always. Keep the comments flowing as always. I know the good stuff already. So yeah, we're back, man. We're back. And I promise you, and that this time around that we're actually back. We have time now, so we're going to get these things done for you guys, man. Because as I always say, without you guys, it don't make no sense to keep the show. Seeing? So it's all about you guys. And Rashan, big up yourself, my G. Long time, man. Big up, man. So yeah, where do we start? Let me think. Well, the big one tomorrow, UCL final. We have Man City against Inter Milan, but I don't think we should start there. I think we should just start with the EPL. I mean, a lot of stuff happened, a lot of stuff that we never expected. Some of us did, some didn't. But I mean, as I said, a lot of stuff happened in EPL, and we're here to delve into it, man, because City are on the cusp of claiming a treble that hasn't happened in a minute in EPL. I mean, the last person to do it was Sir Alex. So yeah, when you look at that, man, you know that there's something monumental that is going on over there at City. And if we're being honest, they're the hallmark for basically every club in EPL right now. So, without further ado, let me just go ahead and put up the standings at the end of the season. So, yes, this is what it looked like. As we know, Southampton got relegated. We had known that from a far way out. It was just that we were trying to figure out as to who the other remaining two would have been with them. And as you can see, it was Leeds and Leicester. I mean, boy, talk about Leicester, for example, man. Leicester, just a couple of years ago, it was what, 2015 season, I believe it was. 2015, 2016. So basically, roughly 6 to 7 seasons ago, if my maths is correct. They won the EPL, and now you look at Leicester down in the championship. You look at their stadium, beautiful stadium, man. In terms of the training pitch and all of those stuff, beautiful, man. And to see them go down like that, you'd be like, damn. But think about it and you realize that a lot of stuff went on bad at Leicester this season. For example, you look at a man like Yuri Tillemans from about 2 seasons ago, that man want to leave. That was known. Leicester decided to keep him and lose him on a free. And rumors going around that he's going to join Aston Villa. I know that Leicester and Aston Villa are basically rivals. So yeah, that within itself, you see that them go downhill from there. Madison, that's the next player that is of high caliber in terms of price tag and all those stuff. So I expect that a man like him will definitely leave. So yeah, a lot of bad things happen at Leicester, and you have to just wonder at times what are going through these owners head or even sporting director, and even the case where Rogers, yeah, might say that he wasn't performing and he wasn't doing anything this season per se, but I mean, sometimes we need to stick by our guts, man. If you look at what the guy did with them, multiple seasons finishing in top five, well, people say slip up because they should have gone top four, but um, one thing we realize in this league, if you don't invest, I expect to really got much. And Leicester never really invested in the summer. Guy wanted players, they never gave him those players. So, of course, you expect to come in the season and struggle. And that's exactly what happened with Leicester. Rightfully got relegated. Leeds is another one. Up and down, spend a lot of money. Never really made much of it. And Everton got away by the skin of their teeth. They're another club that, boy, they tend to be in turmoil over and over. They're tired of the owner, and it said that they're on the cusp of being sold. So that's great for them. Hopefully, they get a better owner who's able to really spend wisely and spend on quality players because Everton's a club that they flaunt a lot of money, and the money that they had spent on some average players, if we're being honest. So, yep. So with that being said, we'll just scroll past those and here's Sean saying that recruitment policy was off for Leicester City. Facts, bro. That's exactly what I pointed out, man. If you look at the players that they recruited, that's never made no sense for them. And even the centre back, Soyuncu, that guy never played much. I mean, he was mistake prone over and over and over. But I think the main issue for Leicester this season was goal scoring. That was a big turn off, man, and goalkeeping as well. They lost a monumental figure in Kasper Michael. They never replaced him, and they conceded for fun. Vardy is old now, man. Time to replace him. Iheanacho will not be that man to lead the line, and then Daka, who they brought in, who they thought would have hit the ground running, Daka was just hit and miss. So, yeah. But let's continue. As you can see, Nottingham, a lot of people thought that them along with Bournemouth would have went down. I myself thought that Bournemouth would have went down. I had Nottingham to stay up. Both of them is get the job. West Ham, they finished in 14th. At one point, they were struggling at the relegation. They were even at the foot of the table at one point, but West Ham ended the season strong, ended on 40 points, plus along with the fact that they won the Europa Conference League. So good going for them right there. Wolves, Lopetegui came in, steadied their ship, and they survived. And Chelsea, Chelsea fans would love to forget this season, man, because it was an awful, awful, awful season. And if you ask me, Chelsea fans would wish they could just rewrite the season all over because this was just garbage from them. Garbage entirely. As you can see now, we're joined by the man himself. Demo, what gone, bro?
Yo, big up everybody in the comment section. It's been a minute.
Yeah, may I tell them
Yo,
and say
go
you're
on.
busy differently still, but get some time, and we can promise them a few things. We can promise them that we have a show right now as we're having. We can promise them one on
Mm.
Monday. We can promise one on Wednesday as well. What we'll discuss, and we'll tell a long time we'll discuss some cricket too, bro. So Wednesday we might have a touch upon some cricket base, man.
Mm. Yeah, man.
But just running through EPL overall and what happened in this season, and some of them are awful, man. I know that a man like you, yeah, I think you're probably smiling at the back end of the season. At the beginning, things were just awful, but to the back end of the season, man, you went on a run, and it was just by the skin of our teeth that you didn't make it to the top four. But that being said,
Yeah.
man, as I was mentioning, I just mentioned that Southampton rightfully relegated. Southampton don't have any policy, any strategy, anything at all. Leicester,
Yeah.
just a couple seasons ago, they won the league. Now look at them, right down there. And then
Mm.
Leeds don't know a damn thing what to do, man. Leeds is just another yo-yo club. But
Yeah. Pretty
look
much.
at Chelsea, as I mentioned, Chelsea fans right now, they're glad the season is over, man. They're certainly happy. They couldn't have wished for anything else but for the season to just be called off, removed out of the history books because, man, come on. We're used to seeing them in 10th in about 12th. Oh, boy. But,
Boss, me don't know how you gonna do the show in terms of if you do, most impressive team, worst team, da. But and like best player, emerging player, then whatever. But for me, bro, Chelsea have the worst season out of all of the club. Leicester get relegated, me not really care. But Chelsea, for all of the money them spend, for the amount of coaches them change, what, five or six or whatever amount it was. Like for me, Chelsea have the worst season in our Premier League this season, and I
and
mean them
think
can't
about it.
ask.
Chelsea spend about what? Chelsea not spend about $1 billion.
Exactly. So I know Leicester probably never did forget relegated and whatever, but for me, Chelsea boy, it was a horrible season, horrible. And
Fox,
just the
man.
mere fact,
Devin,
just the mere fact, just the mere fact that in a them hard times, them go back Frank Lampard for try and see, bro. Like that alone to put them in the worst season, the worst team this season, brother. Honestly.
yeah, and that's the thing that had me puzzling because all right, if you're Fox the Lampard never gonna be the manager at the end of the season, you never go back there. So what's the guy name man? Bruno Salter or whatever the hell him on him, right? He was part of the thing, right? And they decided to say, all right, since as you hire the man as interim, you know say yo, you're gonna get a new manager at the end of the season. Why you just make the man just finish the season with him instead of just
Crazy.
have the man for what? 2 games, I believe it, if that much. And then jump back for Lampard. Come on, man. So
It's
Chelsea's a club that
crazy,
was in
man.
tatters, man. And well, they have went out and recruitment is still going on. You know that they already signed in Kunku. They're still after
Hmm.
a striker. They're still after a midfielder who they said is Caicedo and all of those stuff. But yeah,
Mm.
Pochettino is now the manager of Chelsea. As we expect. He'll definitely get them challenging for top four, but title, Uh-uh. Win over PSG,
Yeah,
but when it come on to EPL, total different kettle of fish, man. But eventually
yeah,
get to that.
yeah, man, yeah,
Um,
man.
Crystal Palace. They're struggling at one point, man, and then here comes Mr. Roy Hodgson. And of course,
Mm-hmm.
it was brilliant with them, man. We saw Zaha, Olise, and all those guys. And just as I mentioned, Olise, big up to that guy, man. People underrate him a lot because he don't play for a fancy club. They play for a club that plays boring football generally. But if memory serves me right, I believe he ended the season with over 12 assists, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I was saying. It was pretty impressive.
Eze was the man, so I know.
I
I
want
don't
Olise
know what
that big,
Elise
but
is.
Eze was on fire, man. From Hudson came back, Eze just
Yeah.
started to play football once again, man. As we know he could. But I saw after Crystal Palace what they did at the back end of the season. But yeah, another club that I don't really like either. Play boring football, as I mentioned. I know someone else
Mm.
came in at the back end, but yeah. Fulham ended on 52 points in 10th. I think Marcus Silva did pretty well with this team. Because if we really look at this team, there's not a lot of quality there. Otherwise, from Palina and Mitrovic, that's basically it. A lot of the other guys are just bit part players who make up the team. But yeah, good season from
Mm.
Fulham, and big up to former United player to man before he had that season-ending injury. Andres Pereira, he was very good for them
Yeah,
this
that
season as well, man.
he made a good mention when he say all the big part players, because he was definitely not that. And I mean, again, I don't know if you gonna do, players of the season or whatever. But for me, I don't want to hear about no Rodri, no Casemiro, or none of them Monday. For me, the
Yes,
best
the
CDM in
Palina.
the league was Paulina, and me not take no question for that. Like when he went out with the card accumulation, Fulham lost all the
Yeah.
games when he was out. And as soon as him come back, you can see him influence and stuff. He had the most tackles in the league. And sure, you come under a lot of pressure for a team like Fulham, so you're gonna make tackles. But he was influential in that team and influential in the league, if you ask me. So, but I definitely put him as the best CDM in the league and one of the standout CDMs which surprised me. You watch one heap of football, so it probably not surprise you. But for me, he was my standout CDM for the league and the best CDM in the league.
And as you can see, we're joined by a man who is struggling ever since. And we just talked about his team a little bit. Yeah, what on, bro?
I'm here, long time.
Long time, man, but we're there right now.
That
Quickly, you can just talk about your side, man. What a hell of a season you had, man. Why did you go back for Lampard in the first place, bro?
if it was how I see this thing, if you go and go for Lampard, just make Potter finish the season. Because I mean, I don't think Potter could have done any worse than what Lampard was doing, and maybe what Potter was trying to do. Maybe we'd have started to see some light at the end of the tunnel in terms of that. So I mean, to me, it was just a retrograde step. Let just make Potter finish all the season. I mean, you fire the money and never have nobody else in line, and even if you have other people in line, why would they take over at that stage of the game?
Facts.
Yeah, and then you weren't going to qualify for Europe either way, so you weren't going to get relegated either way. So just finish with Potter. Then
Are
you,
even are even Bruno Salter when I did get it interim to for a little bit of time?
well, probably him never want to finish enough.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, but because that was the speculation, maybe they were saying like him don't have any attachment with the Chelsea fans slash the team and all of that. You know, him not really have
What
no.
about your interim fam? Why you need to be attached to them? The hell?
Just like how Ryan Mason was the intern, but him have attachment with Spurs. So them look at that
Yeah,
with
but
term and
uh,
BS and whatever.
okay, fair enough. Let us keep it rolling. Brentford, pretty solid season from Brentford once again in the league. Mentioned it multiple times that Thomas Frank, very good coach, man. And as I mentioned, Brentford, you have to mention Ivan Tony. Yes, he's gonna be out for a minute, but that's banging goals in the league, man. And all right, personally, as I said before, me personally as a top club, but now chase Ivan Tony. I think he's a mid-table footballer, and that's about it for me. I just don't think he's good enough for a top team. But good
Would
season
you
from him.
no, would you chase him though?
Go again?
If Tottenham were to sell Harry Kane, would you chase him as Tottenham?
Yes, because Tottenham is not a top club right now.
No, that's why I'm
Say,
asking. No, where you put Tottenham? Tottenham is not really a mid-table club either. Tottenham over the last, this is them worst finish in a years,
yeah,
or
Mm-hmm.
15 or so years, something like that. So
uh-huh.
So they have been up there for a while.
Yeah, but
They have,
that's right now. Tottenham is going to be a mid-table club.
Bro, I can tell you this right now. If we never get Gakpo and Firmino did leave, me definitely I go for Ivan Tony for a top club. The man hold up play is next to none. He barely really misses penalties. He's a proven goal scorer in the league against the big boys and everybody else. Him a perfect fit for me.
that's what I'm saying. He scores again.
Definitely.
So you know what? You know why me I hate on him? Because none of them want him at United. I mean, I want him over here. That's the point. I think there's better out there that we can get. So that's why.
I'm not sure if it's United.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm getting at.
But I
Liverpool,
don't,
as Dima mentioned, yeah,
I think
I
he
see
was
if it
good
is at Liverpool.
with us. So
But go ahead. All right. And as I mentioned, that we're just going to go to Tottenham right now because again, piss poor season, man. You look at Tottenham, they started of the season pretty decent, and then after that, it was just downhill. And I look at it and you ask yourself a question. Tottenham all season long, they'll play one half of football. That's always second half. First half, if you're good enough that they can score 3, 4 goals on them, just score 3 or 4 goals in first half because they're not going to beat you. Well, they drew with me, in which, yeah, I still feel hurt by that. Liverpool, then that tried to do the same thing, but there was Jota at the end to just say, all right, not today. But poor season from Tottenham overall, and I think their recruitment has been very poor. You look at how the team is constructed, and there's absolutely zero creative midfielder in that team. None. It's like pure workman, and that's it. Harry
bro, I
Kane,
don't.
Harry Kane is a creative playmaker. Harry Kane is a goal scorer. Harry Kane is everything in that team.
I don't know how the man scored 30 goals with that midfield. Like me can't understand it up to now.
Bro. Yeah,
But in
well,
the mid,
eventually get there. I not want rain in on that yet, you know. Because we got talk about that. But it's just crazy, man. And Tottenham is a club that doesn't need a lot of reconstruction. I mean, it started because Lloris is leaving summer, I believe. Fraser Foster is not it. Well, know that. A lot
probably
of other
for
guys
I hear they might go for
that
Roya.
yeah.
Or
That's who I see a lot of reports linking them to. Well, let's see. Time will tell. But
but remember,
shoot man, what I say?
Conte wanted Pickford, but Conte not there anymore. So
Well, they have a new coach. What's his name, man? Andre Postecoglou, Australian dude that was coaching Celtics. Good coach. I like him because Celtics always score goals for
yeah,
fun. But coming in the English league, yeah, let's see how you play that football. It's not Celtics, and I can guarantee that he's going to sign Jota from Celtics for Spurs. That man love Jota from now till next week. Trust him, man. And he's also a Portuguese too in the demo. That Jota is a Portuguese as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man, I know.
just expect to see either Jota, Furiashi, or Lyle Abada at Spurs as well. So yeah. Kish, big up yourself. Rush Cadillac, big up yourself, same way, bro. Um, next thing we're going to look at Villa.
By the way,
Oh,
don't skip past Spurs without mentioning Richarlison. What an idiot. Bro, if the man get more yellow card for take off him shirt than goals him scoring at the league. How ridiculous. Bro, me hate that brother. You know, like me never hate somebody in a football like how me hate Richarlison. Like he was one of their top transfers, and sure he had his injuries, and maybe him dip on the bench. But I don't see what people see in him to be some top player in the league. For me,
yeah.
he's a horrible. Like, he's probably one of the worst signings this season, if you ask me.
well, Aston Villa. Yeah. Being a former legend was coaching them and not doing much. Here comes Mr. Good Evening. And it was just greatness from there and in, man. At one point, they had the best record in the league in terms of, I think, streak of winning. And it
Yeah.
was just some very good football from them, man. Even
Remember after the World Cup, they were in a 4-game losing streak. Them concede what, like 15 goal in a 4-game. Was it that? Yeah, something like that. Cause them did concede like 4 love games straight, or 4-2, 4 something. They had like 15 goals conceded in 4 games after the World Cup, and then they just tightened it up and went on a run for the rest of the
yeah, man.
season.
So what I'll say is that any coach that can make Oli Watkins look good, yeah, big coach that man, because Oli Watkins look like a superstar, and can't left out the big man himself. Easily top 5 in the league this season, Mr. Tyrone Mings. Mings was
bro.
absolutely
Man is
brilliant.
not top 5. The man is not top 5, bro. Let's relax.
Well, So, so the end of the season, probably.
Yo, I'm sorry to such man at the end. Come know say such man that sing from now till next week. But yeah, they were good, man. And as I realized as well, Jacob Ramsey started to play some damn good football. And it's like beyond my comprehension as to how this guy isn't in England's senior team. Like,
No,
we just
because
don't
but
understand.
you're having under 21 this month now. Under
Yeah,
21.
but call the man the bigger than under 21. Leave that,
We can't
leave
say the
that,
same thing for we
leave that to
can't say the
Demo
same
player.
thing for Curtis Jones. He bigger than it to but him have to
Leave,
play it. I just like
bro,
Go on,
leave that to
man.
Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott.
Now, man, you see the man never qualified for under 21, I'm go and use them. Like the Levi Colwell, the Curtis Jones,
Gibbs
and they
White.
use them. So maybe that's why the senior team not call them up.
I'm talking about that. I just find it funny. I think you did say it in a Ryan. Say, yo, Chukwemeka just fly go down stuff and just play 1 game and so said so done. The man finish the season with Chelsea and fly for 1 game and then get knocked out.
At least him get to play.
Well, true. And as I mentioned that a lot of football is going on, man, and big up to that Chelsea dude, man. I've seen him from he was at Inter Milan. Love the dude. That is Cesar Cassidy, big talent. Leading goal scorer as a midfielder in under 20, big talent, man. But Chelsea won't utilize him much, just saying. But let's move on. Brighton. Oh man. Jeez. I talk about a team that plays complete total football. I talk about Brighton. Otherwise, some City and Arsenal to an extent. Brighton plays as a matter of fact. Let me take that back.
No.
Otherwise, from City,
Brighton play
Brighton
better
plays
football
the
than
best football in the
They
league.
played
And
better
as a
football than City, bro.
So after with me,
hold on, let me change it. Let me change again now. As a matter of fact, Brighton plays the best brand of football in the league.
football and them remember you know Brighton and City before the season finished, Brighton had more possession than City.
Yep.
And they played and they were balling City. Then they just have what you call it? Useless possessions. They were balling City.
Facts.
I think on their best day, Brighton plays a better brand of football than City.
That is facts.
You with me in their comments.
As I said, that's why I took it back, you know. Brighton plays the best football in the league, and this is not even up for debate.
Yeah, they do.
Because the thing about them, you know, is that you look at them and that's why you have to ask yourself questions at time. You look at my man like Lewis Dunk. Them man are normally ball playing a bad man. Is there becoming and all of that? You see them man you take on man right on the edge of the box and a beat man. And one of the master stroke that Deserve did was bringing in a keeper name
Steele. And
Yeah.
that's where we is Sanchez. Yo, me eat the youth there.
Sanchez want the same thing which I saw that do.
I don't really keeper, you know.
Hey?
Sanchez like that.
Sanchez is a better keeper.
Sanchez is the better keeper.
Yeah.
No, bro. Sanchez can't keep, bro. Yo, that man can't keep.
Still about 30 and just making debut.
No man, because guess what? The man always overlook the man Ryan. Because remember the first head of what the Australian do that name one?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. Remember they have Matt Ryan, so still always play back up to him. Then they have Sanchez.
Yes.
Remember say after they sell Ryan, you know. Well, and even sell Ryan either.
Them
But
push
say
him out. Kick him out.
Potter use Sanchez, kick him out. And then you realize the same exact thing happened with Ryan, the same thing the man do with Sanchez. Look at Steele, yo. The reason why Steele's so good, no brother. I read I think I was reading or watching an interview with him and said that he used to play midfield. That he was actually
Mm.
attacking midfielder before he converted into a goalkeeper. So
Is that
yo, man,
what?
was attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Yep.
The man is like a quarterback in goal, brother. Like the man spray some
Piece of
pass for
half
Brighton.
bread.
Yeah, man,
Yo,
him good.
yo, the
Him
only
good.
people I'm seeing in the league who spray ball like that is your keeper and Edison. The man they alone must play football like them man them all
Yeah,
right, fam.
man.
But master stroke
But the
and
chief documentary on Tottenham and Brighton rather, and they were the thing was why Brighton defenders put them studs on the ball. And when I
yeah,
watched it, and I started to pay more attention to Brighton how they play after watching that, and it said that Brighton slows down the play intentionally at the back, slows it down to dead, and then know what that do that trigger the other team's attack to move up. And when
yeah.
that attack moves up, the players in the midfield move around, shift, and then they start to bounce the ball. It becomes easier for them to go forward with the ball. So them slow it down, kill the player, dead the ball, you come up as the attacker, 3, 4 attackers come up, and then the space create. And then Brian just bam at you.
And as I mentioned
And
that.
oh, go.
No, man, sure.
No, I may say when Ryan mentioned that with with what him have on the wings with what the breakout of Mitoma and Sully March a play on the wings and then you see Ferguson just bust out and the new Hurricane
Talk about the next defensive
2.0.
man
And
and
uh,
Caesar with the
that,
clangers.
Yeah,
a guy named Boy Neto or something like so?
Bonnet.
yeah, him.
But
He's, yeah, man, you
But talking
can't
about
stop
that,
them
man,
down the wings.
you know who is very much underrated. We talk about the Caicedos and the McAllisters, but you see that dude named Pascal Gross.
Yeah.
Gross is grossly underrated.
back as a midfield.
Not if they make him play right back, midfield, the
Anywhere tell that
man's
man to play and
so
play.
versatile.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
man.
you have to big up the team, man, because all right, the thing that I like about them is like no matter who the man them take out of the team and put in, you realize that them still maintain the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a 1 and 2 game like the game against Everton where they get walloped. Which we never understand the one, but yeah, complete team, man, and big up to De Zerbi. Remember, mention the man saying I'm gonna be a better coach than Potter. Remember a particular guy kind of scoff at it like say, yeah, foolishness with that chat, and such man still not there right now. So yeah, such man I need to forward. But yeah, De Zerbi playing some
Boss,
good football, and I think he won't be
may,
there next time.
may I tell you this? I have lost. I lost a lot of games this season, but you see that defeat to Brighton, brother. I'm not even a talk. Wait, them draw with where Anfield 3-3 when Trossard scored a hat-trick. I don't remember if them beat where we draw, right?
I
Yeah.
draw.
Whatever it
Yeah.
was. But you see, when time we go down there, and that was the worst defeat for the season for my brother. Like, I don't remember all of the teams that we lose to, but that,
But
men against boy. You see where them do Chelsea? The game where NC scored a rocket, or it was like men
God,
against boys? As somebody feel I watch a Liverpool game, brother. Huh?
I want you to get 3 love, right?
I don't think a 3 love you did yet.
That's the
No,
game
man.
where Soliman scored the stunner.
No, NC scored the stunner.
Hold on there. Who's Soliman to score one stunner pan? I never you, man. When he beat Alisson at the far post, go right eye far post and beat Alisson.
Oh, you say me. I think you mean you. Yeah, man. Them give 3-0 at them house. It was
yeah,
like
man,
we're coon, brother. It's like Liverpool were just some coons, bro. And the man them football just mesmerized. Man, watch a man say, what is? We played under 18s or something. I don't know what Brighton the man them football and normal, brother. So big up to them.
Jaja. Just like I mentioned that, yeah, every now and then I got a glimpse of it because I watch the NBA. So yeah.
But it's Chelsea unravel. That beating to Brighton. We were on like 9 and then we just get Brighton and then the season start unravel.
Emerald, pick up yourself, my bro. But yeah, Brighton, very good team, and I'm happy to see them in Europa League. Villa as well, big up Villa, man. Villa is in Conference League, and West Ham, who won the Conference League, they're also in Europa League. So love it. 8 teams from England in Europe next season. Beautiful.
Mhm.
But let's keep it going. Liverpool, as I mentioned at the top, Beamer was probably say, "Yo, just call the season off at the mid stage." I probably say,
Remember, I
"Just cut
was
this
this
off."
close.
It's the
You
same
remember,
club
I
out.
was this close. Yeah.
You remember the man come in and man say, "Yo, this Jurgen Klopp, brother, I'm this close, man." But
Yeah, man.
um,
Klopp did what you asked him to do, though. Change up something.
he
Yeah,
did change
yeah.
up
That's
something.
why
It
him change up a whole heap.
whole heap, man. And Ryan had company for a lot of the time in the season. You realized that they were exchanging 10th and 11 on multiple occasions, and then the opposite. Move from it. No more company. And there was Liverpool
Yeah.
at the back end. I believe they had like what? Seven, I believe,
7 or
7 wins.
8 on the trot.
Yeah, and it was like, I think it was either 9 or 10 unbeaten. So they were
Mm-hmm.
really going for it, man, and they were really on a run. At one point, Liverpool fans then started yap off them Facebook, all them about Man United's place in the top four and all of these stuff. But
Mm.
guess what? Too little, too late for them. And to the back end of the season, man, I realized that, yeah, they were playing some absolutely good football. I can see that, Liverpool is going to be damn good next season. As I mentioned multiple times to Demo in our WhatsApp group chat, all I need is just one more midfielder, a very good midfielder, and a centre back. Because I'm not going to stop saying Paris when I need a centre back. So, yeah,
Yeah.
after that, bro, the forward line, damn good, man, because they get back a man like Luis Diaz, who even can hardly start right now. And trust me, as I tell people before, you can call him saying never good this season and blah blah blah, but you see the time that Darren Nunes nigga start kicking,
Mm.
it's not gonna be normal. And then Gakpo was hit and miss. So imagine when those two guys start clicking. Liverpool forward line
Yeah.
will be good, man.
Yeah. So my assessment of our season, obviously, I consider it a disappointment. I mean, for somebody who went for a quad last season, won 2 trophies, to not make Champions League this season is a disappointment. Now,
Sucks.
whichever way you want to look on it, for me, as good as we were at the back end of the season, it's a disappointment to not make Champions League, right? But me, after when me just about this close and whatever, when Mr. Klopp made the improvements and Trent new position, the inverted thing, and bringing Curtis Jones and all of them things, and and the formation switches sometime, and him start do changes and whatever. I said to myself, listen, the man can't afford the off season. Like, me can't remember a time where we not win nothing on the clock. Like, we come second, we win that trophy. We come first, win the Premier League. Then when we come way down, we win the Champions League, whatever. Him cannot get the off season this season. So me just get over it and say, listen, after me give Man U 7, my season can end. That's it for me. That's my season. Manchester United get 7 from me, me done. Me no business what happen for the rest of the season, right? But the overall season is a disappointment. Like you mentioned, a lot of the guys, Thiago can't stay fit. Um, a lot of injuries there, plague and whatnot. But going into next season, you mentioned Luis Diaz. Him definitely have to go work for a starting berth. I don't know if Nunes are gonna start either. With McAllister coming in now is a brilliant signing for me. One of the top players in the Premier League last season, and him come at our team and working on a couple more Turam
25 mil,
Kone.
bro.
Oh, I mean a 55 mil with the add-ons, but that
Bro.
that
I'm
base
35
price.
mil we're talking about right now. We're not be like kind of people that more than this and that. 35
That add-ons don't matter until you do it for
until I
the
hit them. Exactly.
Yeah. So absolute steal, brother, and it just shows the Klopp have some pulling power same way, and brother, me no know how that side they go pick because again when we were struggling,
Looking
one
at
of the changes
looking at
Klopp
to
made,
brother.
wait no, when we were struggling, one of the changes Klopp made was dropping Fabinho and playing Bashetic, and everybody was like, "Oh, you go drop Fabinho and bring in a little youth here," and Bashetic came in and the man fit in like a hand in a glove. He was excellent when he came in and said,
I can
"Huh?
answer a question. I can
Yeah.
answer a question. All right. What What do you think of if Klopp were to sign a starting right back and put Trent fully in the midfield?
Uh me no know. Like
As much
honestly,
said, as much as the inverted thing work, we're gonna
Yeah.
try to run that for a full season. Might be a big risk. Because
Yeah.
remember, I said, the man them not all right. The man them, the defenders them, the back three, when they become a back three, it's like them different mismatch sometimes. Like they still, you can see that they're still learning it.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan, what you do? What you do, Ryan? Stick up in. All right. Get the point where you come across with, but you see any of Liverpool sign Manu Kone or Kefren Turam,
And
they
yeah.
don't need to worry about that. None at all. Because see them two brother there, them work from now till next week.
So
So
basically,
basically the back three would end up become a back four.
the Trent used to get from Prime and this name, I'll get it back.
Exactly,
Basically.
pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the thing with me is, brother, as much as Trent was successful playing the inverted thing, for me next season that again I go just be for some games for me, especially with the signings. Because
No man,
brother,
that's a
Trent
football that's still doing bro.
eh?
Alright, that's the top teams them football they're doing.
No, me know, but for me personally, like Trent conquered the whole of football playing right back. And people act like say the man no win everything playing right back, you know what I mean? And now it seem like say, oh, true the man do this, him for just play this. So I mean, obviously he was a midfielder playing in the U team. Him know it. Him have some of the best passes in the league along with KDB. Like some pass with the man playing a midfielder last season, brother. It was ridiculous, is it? But if we get them signing the way I talk about the Cones and the Turam, and we already have McAllister, I don't think him gonna need for this every single game. Like some games they can try, but plus we're gonna have Thiago back. Hopefully, him can play a season. So yeah,
Absolutely not.
positives going forward for Liverpool.
And yes, Kevin Bernard saying that whatever United supporters say that 7-0 was a high point of the season will live on in memory for a long time. Of course it will, but
However,
there's something else that will absolutely beat that. And don't worry yourself, Kevin, I'll get there. Remember which team you support here. But next up, Newcastle. Brilliant season again, man. Brilliant from my absolutely brilliant manager, Eddie Howe. See this man have an average team with some average bugs and still finish fourth. Brilliant from him, man. And East,
it's how our deserve should have win manager the season though. Because Pep do what he was supposed to do.
I agree.
And them two man here do better than you expect of them.
As me
So,
tell him, man, is either Eddie Howe or RDZ should I get manager this season for me?
okay, you see like last year now, Pep could get manager this season and that okay because it was just Liverpool and City fighting for the title. This season you have Brighton and Newcastle exceed expectations. So for me, one of them two they should get it.
I agree. But, Isak, brilliant. But Callum Wilson to the back end of that season, man. Jeez. Callum Wilson like is a regen at Bournemouth when he was banging in goals for fun. And to me, one of the biggest players in the league by far, man. Bruno Guimaraes. Brilliant player. I can't leave out the man that plays right back because I think he was second in chance creation in Kieran Trippier. Very good
Big.
season. As a matter of fact, let me just stop. Newcastle have a brilliant season. The backline was super, and I believe they conceded the least amount of goals. I stand corrected, but I believe they did.
Yeah, they did.
Their midfield is so average. Their bench is so
I
average.
think City conceded the least.
Same amount.
Same amount as City? Okay.
Yeah, 33.
Yeah.
I'm saying the midfield and the midfield and the bench is so average, but they make it work. Like seriously average.
Bro, you look at it. You talk about Joe Willock. You talk about Sean Longstaff. Like,
bro, nobody go no further.
And the man
said Joe Willock. Yo, but it's ridiculous. Yeah, man. Eddie Howe definitely was supposed to win that, brother. To qualify. How long Newcastle not qualify for Champions League? And what the man do, like it no normal, brother. And don't forget to him do with Joe Linton and all of them something there, brother. Man turn Joe Linton in a star.
Star that no man till the man get a call up for Brazil, so you know it goes.
Oh, him get called up?
Absolutely, bro.
For play midfield or forward?
Absolutely, as a midfielder.
As a midfielder? That joke.
No cap.
Where was that?
No cap, man. Well, as was mentioned, big go again?
Last time said Fred get kicked out of the side.
Yeah, man, long time that should come.
Wow.
Long time.
Wow.
But yeah, brilliant season from Newcastle, and now it's over to my side. I mean, start off the season with 2, and if they tell me someone say we're going up third with a little teacup from round there, so when I take that in, if you at the beginning of the season tell me say you're gonna lose the 2 first game of the season, and may I get one up 7-0 and still finish third, give me that every day of the week, man.
Yeah, and I get some in that season still, you know.
Bro, get some beat up. That's yo, you know, sometimes I made football and I say, yo, this is just, it's just out of this world, bro. Because the amount of beat up when me get the big beat up, I
Concede more goal than me, right?
Huh?
You don't concede significantly much more goal than me, right?
I'm gonna tell you, quick and fast. Yeah, obviously I did. I'm gonna say. No, sir, you know, say you don't concede more than me.
Eh?
You end up concede more than me, you know.
Much me concede?
I concede 43 and you concede 47.
Oh, that's 4 they want to give me. Never
Yeah.
pass. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll take that every day of the week, man. And in terms of Ten Hag first season, I think it was a good season overall. United fans can cuss from now till next week. Not care them big up Casemiro from now till next week. I still think that United should have signed Casemiro. I'm just saying. Why?
Shouldn't have signed Casemiro?
Deadass.
Yes, I shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
You're so wrong.
So, Demo, you see, a man like me, I look at the bigger picture. United fans cry so them wants with good football. Ten Hag style of football. If they want to see Ten Hag style of football, Casemiro is not it. Casemiro cannot play it, brother. Casemiro is suited for a counter-attacking football game, not ball possession-based football.
Who should have been bought? The Mexican.
Edson Alvarez. I keep on saying it that is the man that they should have went for. It's either go for Edson Alvarez or the dude that Benfica got signed from Feyenoord named Orkan Kuchko. One of them guys that is good at ball retention. Because Dimo, look at Casemiro passing stats, right? Brother, the man passing rate is 80% in a farm. That can't cut it. You look at Caicedo the 89% as a DM. McAllister 88%. So there's levels, and people might look up and say, "Oh, this just 8%, 9%." That's a big gap, because when it look across the board, even City overall has like at least 6 players in the top 10 of passing completion in the league. At least
Rodri up there do that.
Rodri is in there, Ake is in there, Diaz is in there, and all those guys are in there. So that's just my. If I'm looking at the bigger picture, yes. For United need, I think they rushed it in terms of signing Casemiro, because they get the 2 big beat up, then just run, go get a quick fix, and yeah, he was good. You can't go around that. He's just not my style of player. He was good, but overall good season from Rashford. Sancho seems to still can't play football. Tooting it. Big up my boy. And once again, Anthony is just Anthony. This guy will run all day and the spin, and that's it.
Ryan, you remember on this show with my ask the man them when we're gonna have a conversation about Sancho and the man, brother Sancho this, and the man them nasty. I know many things Sancho have a good season for Man United.
You are gone now, bro. You are gone. You see, even though I beat him right now, I still believe.
Okay, boy.
Right now believing Sancho performance for United more than believing in any woman.
You know?
Any woman.
Okay.
Yo, brother, we don't know what's wrong with Sancho, brother. But for me, I think Manchester United had a better season than Arsenal. So, hey, take it for what it is.
Can be argued
Finishing third. The season, a better season in terms of Europa.
Yep.
No, obviously the league, it's there, it's fact. I mean, you come, man, they must finish 9 points ahead of you. But the season, Europa League, every other cup where them playing, yeah, definitely. Wow, Murray. But yeah, I think you guys have a better season.
No,
that's not true.
A long time when I keep a show, you know. Judge, let me forget so
I
much
know.
things. Yo, you see that brother will keep for United? Please, the door they there, sir. Please
Yeah,
exit the club, brother. Every single meaningful game this season, that brother cost me. Like legit. Against Sevilla in
you're, the,
Europa League. Well, man, for
you're
beat
the man that
Sevilla.
do the goal. You're the man that do the Golden Glove winner.
Bro, he could have win Golden Glove from now till next week. One until left my club, brother.
mark him out.
Legit.
Yes, sir. Zlatan mark him out.
Brother, you hear me say? Me need him for left my club. This man is awful, brother. Every single time that I have an important game, this man decided to flop. Against, what was it to play against? City. Just last weekend. Come on, yeah. People thought was say, oh, he was unsighted, this and that. Brother, for both goals, seriously? Come on, man, give me a break. So that dude need to lift up. I'm glad say your tenor not guarantee him not starting break next season. And I pray that they go out and sign Diego Costa because any of them sign Costa, a benchman that day. So hopefully they go out and sign Costa because what I realized is that all right, first, I think it was City who went for Edison, that's Joe Hart. Then Liverpool went for Allison. They realized that these teams went for ball playing keepers, keepers that are good with their feet. I'm not talking about how if you want Prem Chavi in a goal and this and that. I'm about the man that want miss goal up forward. Bro, you see ball retention and we're playing possession based football, it starts with the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Brighton is a prime example. You realize that Jason Steele is so damn good with the ball at his feet that he help with the build up play itself.
Because you basically have
Mhm.
an extra midfield with a goalie.
Exactly.
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 Yo, what?
No, but Leonard, honestly, doing no brother. They saving a whole heap in a boss. Like man,
Yo,
literally at the difference between you having 0 points and 3 points in a lot of games, you know.
yeah, and he's
So me get the
also
football playing football thing and all of that.
Here
I,
takes. So when they hear gear, them take it back.
uh,
you think
They,
so?
they are coming like Jamaican government. Them gear a break and then take it.
thank you, Ryan. And guess what? And guess what? The thing to Demo that you're not looking at. All right, you see the things that he normally did before save with. You see, if you look
Mm.
back on this season overall, it's a case where the defense in front of him was that good. Casemiro,
No boss.
Lisandro, and Varane, they were good. What I'm saying is that the one thing that he excelled at, like he was very good at, and that in terms of shot stopping, even that this season, he was poor at in a lot of games, like literally.
I don't
And
know,
then
brother.
see here,
No,
even
no.
since I'm me alone, see another United fan right just say they are cost us heavily.
No,
Exactly,
I'm
man.
not saying that he hasn't cost you, but I am saying for 38 games, they have save you more than him cost you. Me not
I
ask
not,
that.
I agree.
About 5 games when I see the man cost you and make some errors.
Five,
I
five
don't know
very
how much.
important, five very important games. Jack would could have given me something.
You're a goalkeeper 15% of the game them for this season. That is a whole lot.
Or
Exactly.
which game against West Ham with the one where I trickle on the ground roll past him
My God.
against West
No, move on there, man. Because let's be honest, bro. I think I'm
Ham. I
more than
couldn't
more than likely to
believe.
watch. I think I'm more than less when I watch the final last weekend. Let's be honest, bro. That ball by Gundogan for the second goal. I trickle in the goal too,
That is
Gundogan
there.
never catch that volley proper,
I shouldn't man should
bro. I'm still hurt there, man.
Yeah,
But don't
I
talk about
mean,
United. All I want to happen is that bring in the turban, get the ownership done and deal with because you say your Glazers reach out to PSG when I tell himself to talk to the Sheikh said up in bid a little bit more, want more money in pocket. Yeah, the man still has tried milk it. Man said nah accept nothing less than the 6 bill. But yeah, get the turban up, get rid of that keeper there, start build back my side. We can launch a challenge next season. But I don't talk about all them things right now. Nothing nicer than this part of the show. You see, the team will finish in a second. First team in history for
wow.
go up. Not even 2 million years at number one. I still end up lose the title. Kevin, what one? Like,
I warned you. I warned you
one,
guys.
bro. Who does that? And
Arsenal.
let's be honest, they were good for most part of the season, but again, when it matters most, here they comes faltering. I remember that they were like 8 points above City, and people are talking about, oh, City did have gaming, and no, when the same one they tell you say your gaming and don't means a points and table, so don't come with that. Enough of us fans will tell you that shit. The same thing I used to tell you before, so don't come with that logic. So I got to throw that through the window. But yeah, Southampton. How do you drop points to Southampton? Who does that? Arsenal. Who drop points to West Ham? Once again, Arsenal. Who dropped points to Liverpool after leading 2-0? Again, Arsenal. And reminder, in all these games I just mentioned, Arsenal were leading them. They were leading all these games by 2-0 margins. Yet they lost all these, well, not lost, they dropped points in all these games. So this team, they just don't know how to win, man. And I hear the fans talking about how next season they're going to be good and all of that. Brother, so it's like, you're not near Liverpool. Liverpool alone say come close to the title race and still come the next season can do it again. Arsenal next season, they might go right back where them belong. I don't know if you guys want to add.
But
Of course.
can you use Liverpool as the next example? When Liverpool came second under Rodgers, what happened to them after that?
Okay.
It
Say
took them a while to go back there, so.
Yes,
No,
and the big difference is that Liverpool is under Klopp, and Klopp is a
no,
damn
I'm glad you mentioned Rogers because Rogers and Arteta in the same category because it's different when you mention Klopp. Just saying. So let me add my piece, brother. Honestly, they already telling us Arsenal never go win the league, right? But here's the thing. I actually think these guys need to start look into question Arteta for getting fired. Hear me out. The man did it for 3 years. Zine, man win a FA Cup. Think him win a Community Shield too.
Yeah.
But and I like say Arsenal spend the money in the brother. Arsenal spend a lot of money. As much as they might say, oh, them not spend the money, Arsenal spend a lot of money. The season before this, the man them for make top 4 easily. Them choke and end up finish 5th. What the 8 they mean?
The one season finished 8th, man. I first season finished 8th.
Not yet.
Yeah, but the season when them did the prime for top 4 the whole time. I think them spend the most time in the top 4 on the Arteta. And the man them end up miss and make Spurs pick them at the last.
You spend the most time in something and I get
it. Right? And so him choke this so. Then you come prime position for win the league. You add additions because apparently them squad never deep enough. You bring in Trossard, you bring in Jorginho and whoever else them bring in. Prime for win the league and you end up go choke the league. Listen to me. I don't know. Them fire Unai Emery for less. Let me just put it that way. Them give Unai Emery must say a year or whatever. And I guess maybe the language barrier was the main thing. I don't know. But bro, you have to start look for question Arteta right now because that's one of the second biggest choke job in history. Because the top 4 choke job there was
what would you say?
Was very bad too.
Where they have what? It was
where
a
they have what?
It was a
yeah, brother.
Where they have Pornhub.
Yeah, man, them for look. But shout out to Odegaard, shout out to Saka. A lot of these guys have a lot of them did big for most of the season, but disappear in time at time for them step up. And that's why for me, enough of them in the team of the season, you have for some time question some of them decisions. Because Odegaard was so awesome. Then when you beat Southampton, you disappear. When you beat this man, you disappear. Same with Saka, back in the season, just start disappear. Like, no. If you want to be champions, you can.
If you point out somebody else where fitted over them, that person disappear enough during the season too. Salah didn't miss enough for a good portion of the season, don't it?
No, I don't think him did missing. But
Salah,
he was still score. He never there play good, but him there score still.
Somebody have a little patch with them now. All that.
Yeah, but stick up in though. No rubbish there. Look at that point that Kevin made. But before that, I think one of the things that Arteta need to question himself about is that you realize that Arsenal were playing good football, right? Scoring and all of that, and even though Nketiah them is a whole heap of chances too, and then brought in Trossard. But you realize that immediately as Jesus come back, the man just dash everybody else out of the team and just put Jesus back. It remind me of Tottenham back in when the last Champions League
with Ajax. Yeah.
Yeah, when
Kane, then bring back Kane.
Remember, Lucas Moura just had a brilliant game. And the man come
Him
back and
score a
boom.
hat trick.
Exactly. And it's the same thing basically happened. It's like basically, you have Trossard. Trossard had like what 12 assists in the league itself, you know. Why is it that they never utilize Trossard from one of the wing them and fling Martin like through the middle? Come on, bro. Jesus, let Jesus take his time and build himself back into the team. It just throw back the man on the team just so, bro. Come on. But yes, Kevin Brenner with a stupid comment. There's someone must call comment stupid, but this is stupid. Do not be a hypocrite. Arsenal was not even a top 4, not even a favorite for the top 4.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. Yes, you may not start the season as
No, the fact is, you're led for 250 days, brethren. I forget. You can't escape that.
That is the point I keep on bringing across, Narayan, that you see the thing is that what people don't realize, since as that is rational, did Southampton start the season to get relegated? How about Leicester? Let's have a conversation now. Bro, you see, during seasons, your objectives change. You have to re-evaluate and see where you're at. But I think Arsenal go to January and decide they're going to sign Trossard and all these guys. Because obviously they have a title race, so they're going for it. So come on, bro, give me a break. Don't tell me that bull. You can tell that to everybody else, but not over here. We don't accept those follies. So come on, something better. Let's just move on. City. They did what was expected. They're the champions. Erling Haaland. Man just come and just kick a Salah goal scoring record. That is here. After a lot of people thought that this guy wouldn't score. Just think about it. You have people who think that this guy wouldn't score 40 goals overall this season. And in the league itself alone, I believe he scored 36? So just imagine that. Alien, man. And big up to City, man. Big team.
I mean, I know you mentioned Haaland. I know you mentioned Haaland and stuff, but I don't know what else we can say about Gundogan. That guy is so clutch for City. I don't know, brother. The man clutch, like every time you need him to come up with a goal or a performance or something. Him just always seem to come up with it. And you mentioned Haaland and the goals and whatever. You mentioned
because come on to Germany, I get them things from him, so yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned Haaland with the goals and something. The man do all of this while coming off at halftime after scoring 2, not even playing all of the games. Like the man is an alien, brother. I don't know. So big up to City. Shout out to Akanji and shout out to Stones who played the inverted thing between a midfield.
Man. Brilliant.
Like, yeah, man, and enough of them players really step up this season. I mean, I had.
And Stones is just special for nobody, man.
Big up yourself, Ryan.
So,
Elite Sports TV. Up, G.
Yeah, well, big up, Ryan.
But yeah, man, City were just a total different class, man. As I mentioned, Akanji, all of those guys, and this is what proves what a team is really made of. We realize that a lot of times in games, you realize that they go half time 0-0. Forward them now fire, and they just get a goal from one of the defender them. This is sure that this is
it's ridiculous. The man have a World Cup winner Alvarez on the bench. Haaland come off, you bring on Alvarez. Alvarez start, him score. Like it just, man, I know, brother. Foden missed probably half of the season. How much goal Foden end up with?
Think about it, bro. Foden dey on your bench. Mahrez dey on your bench.
Ridiculous.
Brother, Laporte dey on your bench. Enough time you say Diaz dey on bench. Akanji.
And special shout out to Grealish too. I thought.
Yeah,
I mean, for all the flack he was getting and stuff.
Man,
step up.
You might not have scored or the assist. Initially, other people look at those stuff.
But really, she's more than numbers in terms of goals and assists.
Yeah,
I agree.
Got stats in terms of chance creation and all of them other stuff something there. Really high up there, so.
Yep. And here's Emerald saying that Levon, if you were playing in the City team, even you would have scored based on that midfield, but he made you have his opportunities though. You see the brother. Adrian, come off of Facebook, man. YouTube wants you, but I'm telling you, man.
It's so weird that we just say, yeah. No, make him go.
City and Pep forget serious questions if they lose the final tomorrow. We'll soon get
definitely. Yeah,
went to
but I was going to say, I mean, we just mentioned everything. I want to even say KBD. Like the man just speak for himself. De
Yeah.
Bruyne. Yeah,
I know
man.
enough time
So,
this season ain't gonna miss him.
well,
That's
I
a
don't know
class
what
thing.
is exactly.
Denver Wall Tree.
Yep. And as you can see, they'll probably lose Gundogan, but they're signing a next player that plays basically like Gundogan, and I guarantee that he'll give the same sort of impact like Gundogan
But
in Kovacic.
Yep.
if Kovacic can be more consistent, sure. He has not been consistent at Chelsea.
Right, remember who we talk about our coach him, you know?
Apart from him first season at Chelsea, him never consistent or otherwise.
Ryan, remember who we talk about our coach man now, you know?
I
I realize
mean,
that Kovacic,
Remember,
for Croatia is a total different player.
remember, it takes a year to learn Pep's system.
but me not understand what Levana say. Now you see a man coach Calvin Phillips too. Apart from
No,
when
man.
him injured,
No, man. No, man. The man, they just know to play football right now. Yo, Adrian Easy. Adrian said mid-tier fan should not be on YouTube tonight. Yeah, the easy the brother. But I'll just quickly run through this. And then we'll get into UCL quick and fast because most of the time it's of essence. So look at it. First off, play of the season. Easy.
As in my player of the season,
Yeah,
or
man, year one, man, I talk about our opinion.
my player of the season, Erling Haaland.
Young player of the season.
We make Ryan same player of the season.
Man, I make a gear two and then we go to Ryan.
Oh, young player of the season.
Mhm.
That you say?
Yeah.
Oh wow, young player of the season, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland, how much?
What, 21, 22?
That is what I never understand when people give Holland player of the season and not young player of the season. But with the smaller one, and then
Right. Year two.
same answers.
Agreed. Totally. Going to do this a bit different. Well, Alan is 22. Where do I go? Midfield of the season.
What kind of midfielder we are talking about?
Yeah, talk CDM
Cam.
or that tough.
I know it's not tough for me though. I agree with you. All right, so we'll go first. So I agree with you. Alan as the player of the season. Alan as the young player of the season. Cam for me this season. Odegaard. 15 goals.
Yeah, but
No
where De
penalties.
Bruyne play? Where De Bruyne play?
Basically the same position.
Yeah, De Bruyne my midfielder of the season.
It's closer than you think. Be much closer than you think.
No, but me say because me see Odegaard disappear too much in a clutch games and big games.
But me I go with KD. It's closer than you think.
Yeah, so for me, Odegaard. Reason being as myself, 15 goals as a midfielder, no penalties in that. Brilliant, man. And you look at his passing rate as well. I think his passing rate was about, I think it was either 87 or 88% thereabouts. You look at De Bruyne they're down to about 78, I think. So yeah, I have a factor in them stuff there. But Odegaard for me. CDM of the season.
Paulina. Easy.
Roger.
You know, United fans say me hate too much, you know. So one go to United, then people play. A joke. Roger me a go with that one too. No one can bad me up.
Bro, this Roger thing is crazy to me, honestly.
No man. The reason I'm not for go with him, alright. I think he gives more than what Paulina gives. That's just my thing.
Brother, where you want to see them for do? Where you want to see them for do?
Everything that Roger does.
Roger always have the ball. He not have to tackle that much. Like, me not understand. Man City always have the ball 80% of the time. Like, what him do? The man is a minimalist to me, you know?
Let's be
the
honest.
Man pass the ball short. Him always have the ball. Him barely tackle. If him have a little one range. Him can shoot from range sometimes.
If we're gonna go by that, then I'd have Paulina over him.
No, but for me personally, let me tell you this. Paulina playing a Fulham team that obviously comes under a lot of pressure,
True.
right? So that meaning that team him have to tackle a lot. The man tackle a lot. He's actually the leading tackler in the league by some clear distance.
Mhm.
And as a CDM, more my CDM fair tackler now win back the ball if me a come under pressure. When him get the card accumulation, him out of the team, the man them no win a game until him come back into the team.
But talking
Yeah?
about that, don't you think that we can make the same argument for Raji? Take Raji out
In
of that
term-
City midfield. City midfield looks way different.
Really?
They do.
Boss, you can play Gundogan right there, so you can play anybody there, so because City just have the ball.
No, bro. If we're being honest, man, if you look at City without Raji, they don't look like City. It's
Alright.
What did they play against? Ryan, did he start against your team?
Come again?
Did he start against your team?
Who that?
Raji.
I don't remember. The last
All right,
Yes,
boss. I
pick
mean, a phone no pick, brother. We not have to argue, but me have Paulina. That's all. We not have to
As
argue.
I'm saying, fair enough. Defender this season, it doesn't matter which position he plays. The centre back, left back, it doesn't matter.
Brother, you can't do that. So the defender this season centre back different from right back and left back. May have Estupinian
Alright,
as
so
the best
centre
left back in the league. May have Walker as the best right back in the league, barely clipping Trippier. And
Walker.
Ruben Diaz and what him name? Batman. No, we may talk about Ruben Diaz and Saliba as the two best centre backs in the league.
Interesting.
Yeah, Kyle Walker. What do you mean?
I want to put Walker there, right?
Trippier over Walker for me every day.
Trippier, because Walker got
No.
dropped too. Not because him that do bad, but because I was City that play. But still,
Yes.
him to get
And
But City-
Trippier was a mainstay, and then as we mentioned,
Boss, look how much
Creating
game
the
Walker
second-
play for Manchester City. Look how much game.
Demo, but Demo, you see, just like I mentioned about Raji, that they are minimalist. If members are EPL, we're talking about now. We're not talking about outside
Yeah.
when go to man like Vinny and them man.
Yeah.
Then we're talking about when doing EPL.
Yeah,
So,
EPL better, brother.
watch your levels now.
Apart from the game when Saint Maximum tear him up. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Walker.
what we're trying to get at Demo is that you look at Trippier output, right? Second most chance creation in the league, brother. We're not talking about as a defender, we're talking about overall. More than KDB, more than Odegaard and all these fellas. You have to factor in that, and he was
Alright. I changed my mind. Trippier.
that is it, man. But
And
Emerald.
Estupinian as the best left back in the league for me.
Emerald,
Luke Shaw is a close second though.
Emerald.
Oh.
Luke Shaw, yeah, close second to Estupinian as the best left back in the league. Luke Shaw was brilliant this season. Until him go
was.
centre back, Luke Shaw did brilliant, brother.
Left.
But Luke Shaw play ball as
He
centre back.
was
Luke Shaw that play ball as centre back. Luke Shaw
Man,
that
Yeah,
that
man,
play
he
ball
play
and
left
left back boss.
remember Ryan said before the defenders started getting injured, it was him, Lisandro, Varane, and Dalot, and they were really good.
Boss, remember say the man them bring in Malasia for take Luke Shaw's spot after the last season when they have, and the man step up in game to a next
Yeah, no.
level. You see,
So
Luke
I
Shaw was
agree with you. I agree with you.
No,
I-
Estupinian a one for me, I say Luke Shaw is a close second.
I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Who?
Zinchenko, where put him?
Oh Lord, please no.
Brother.
For me, is Estupian one and Zinchenko two.
Zinchenko? Oh Lord.
Ryan, you see right
Brother.
now, I'll down to Dan Burn me over Zinchenko.
Brother, Zinchenko, bro. He was horrible.
He was not
And he-
horrible.
And even a man that had poor season by his standard, even a man that had a poor season by his standard, even him may put over Zinchenko. Andy Robertson.
Who?
Even
No, sir.
Robertson may put over him.
No, sir. Robertson was crap, brother. him never play better than Zinchenko. But Zinchenko, the man horrible as a defender, brother. The man can't defend none at all. I don't know why them drop Turney. I mean, him give more going forward, obviously, and him do the inverted thing and play in a midfield for them too and whatever. But him can't defend at all.
Fox. But you know, so I change my mind still. Best left back of the season, Mark Cucurella.
Yo, move on, bro.
All right, goalkeeper of the season.
Goalkeeper Alisson.
My goalkeeper of the season. I am going to give it to may I go Nick Pope.
A lot of people might not agree with me still, you know. But you know who I give it to?
The
man that plays for Brighton. Jason Steele.
Brethren, Steele played 10 this season.
That's enough.
Steele are the surprise of the season for me, but not the best goalkeeper.
The reason I'm not give it to Pope is not a case as if Pope really saved Newcastle per se.
Newcastle he did. A lot of times he did.
Yeah. But if I was to go off that demo, then I would have to give it to your keeper. Your keeper came under constant pressure right short, and then his save percentage was way up there. Remember that your defense was crap for most of the season. And brother, this man saved a lot of times.
Alisson deserve a statue, brother.
And as Adrian said as well, honor mention to this fella, man. He was damn good this season.
Yes, brother. Surprise of the season for me too as a defender. Ethan Pinnock, the monster.
I remember saying it's not a case as if I just defend alone and the man even pop up with some goal every now and
then. Yeah.
But so big up Ethan Pinnock, the best Jamaican centre back out there right now. Easily.
Okay.
What? What you try to say? Oh.
Okay, I'm say okay, brother.
I'm thinking I can tell about Damian Lowe.
Right wing and left wing, brother. Right wing and left wing. What we get for wrap up?
Left wing for me, Rashford.
Martinelli for me.
Rashford for me. With the right back already?
Oh no, we never do right back. Oh yeah, man, Trip, yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. Saka. I'm going with Saka. Over Salah. Salah is more a forward than a winger.
What? The man play right wing, boss.
Salah game is more geared towards goal scoring than playing as a winger.
So is Saka geared towards assists? Because Salah had more assists, just saying.
I think if you're picking, I think Salah game is more about goal scoring than Saka.
Yeah, but he also had more assists.
He did.
Salah had more 11 assists this season, you know, boss.
Yeah, so you're a man still. You know, that's Salah may go with still, although I'm not rating.
May I pick Salah too, stats wise. I mean, you see them little assist stats there though. Because the little thing when roll off the Trent, brother, that count as an assist when he get the hat-trick of assist. I mean, like, why would I give that an assist? The man just roll off the ball, like, and he take the free kick.
You could have done something to them.
Exactly.
But him choose to roll.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you know
may I pick him up. I'm not getting none of that to them. You know why? That boy needs to cost me a couple of times this season. Man, I lose money with them miss penalty there. Bro, a three penalty the man miss.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, man, the man mash my bet them with it. So I take it back from Salah. And then Saka come with the same thing. I take it from Saka. Trossard me I put over there.
Trossard? Might as well put Almiron.
Or even Jacob Murphy, though.
Yeah, but we have Martinelli and Salah. And then Haaland up front. Him barely squeeze Keane.
You know, so I probably Keane.
Him barely squeeze Keane for me.
I'm looking at giving Keane over Haaland because of the team where Keane play for and the amount of goal him score. But anyway,
people now go like this still for me. But you see the player of the season, the young player of the season, And say Kane I met the team over a season over him for me still.
What?
It's not, I mean, debatable, but
A joke, man. A joke, man. Yeah, me I go do. I go
still,
play. Me I go give Rashford a free roll, and
but
then I go
Haaland,
use Kane all and up top.
I'm picking Haaland, but me, I'm just point out to you, sir. Kane is not far off.
Yeah, me think so too. I don't think Ivan Tony is far off either. To me.
No, far off.
Yeah, but as me I say, yeah, man. Me I use Rashford as a free roam, Kane and all and up top. So Salah, nor Saka now make my team.
Oh Lord. Okay,
Let's
boss.
let's move on because I have a lot of stuff to talk about going forward about transfers and all those lovely stuff because I love this season. It will be a big one. Let's point out that Lionel Messi is now at Inter Miami. Beautiful.
Killer.
Karim Benzema is over there at what? I don't even remember the name of the team.
Saudi
Just
team.
just say Saudi.
Yeah, my man there Saudi, Kante Ghana Saudi. Yeah, my long time Kante for live up to, Just saying. Um Quite a few other players are going there as well, man. I know say Busquets left Barca, Jordi Alba left Barca. Yeah, man, I love this, man. This season will be big in terms of transfers. Real Madrid signed Jude. They signed Fran Garcia back from,
Have no more Ronaldo and Messi winning Ballon d'Or.
and I love it, man. Now it's the time of Haaland and Mbappe. That's what we want to hear about right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And then you know who else going on Saudi?
After
A man that play for
who?
United. Big Maguire. Yeah, man. Maguire for going to Saudi Arabia tomorrow. We pay him to leave.
The which
Maguire said he's going to fight for his spot.
Which part?
money you want to get?
Right, and but yo, me feel say a long time Pochettino rate Maguire still no, so can work on something, Swap with Levi Colwill. Simple that.
You know who? You know who punch rate to?
Oh,
Kane.
yeah, man, we know that, man. And in Love Mount still do it too, because when they're Tottenham and they mention a couple things to, so you won't be surprised if Mount stay at Chelsea too.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not vexed about that. But as I said, if you don't want bam, come with 80 million.
Yo, that will never happen. Next, let's move on. Big Champions League final come tomorrow. Man City versus Inter Milan. And off the top of the bat, I'm going Man City all the way. I called it from a long, long time ago that I'm sticking to Man City, and I think that this season will be their season to win this trophy, and I'm still going with tomorrow. One thing they have to be wary about is Inter Milan on the counter attack. That dude named Lautaro Martinez here, and cuss him out for into a World Cup because I missed some clear-cut chance at World Cup. But I say after World Cup, that man has been brilliant for Inter Milan. A lot of times Inter Milan needs somebody to just dig them out of a hole, and there he is. And Ryan's favorite player is also finding back some sort of form as well in Big Boot Lukaku. So, yep, seems like the stallion is working for him, man. But we're calling that is a one-sided final. Well, not we are, but most people are seeing it as a one-sided final. But I think, if we're being honest, Inter Milan do stand a little chance still. They can catch City on the counter, and yeah. But how do we guys see in this going tomorrow?
3-love to City.
Inter will get some chances, I think, but I think City will. I think it's City's time, to be honest with you.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm going 3-0 City, unfortunately.
Inter will get one.
Lukaku versus Waterdown Lukaku. I think Haaland will get a goal in that game.
Disrespect so much.
The thing is, I don't. As somebody feel when them there Chelsea too, and we all know how that turned out. But this season they have just been out of this world. But they can be out of this world and then get knocked out by Southampton in the cup, and lose some league game with them not to lose and things. So I mean, it's football, the ball around, anything can happen. I mean, where is it, Ryan?
12 game Inter lose this season so far now.
Yeah, and the thing is though, I think the defensive record for Inter kind of solid. Them beat AC Milan 2-0 and them score them goal it so fast, and them just
the man them book Inter AC Milan 4 times this season, and all 4 occasions them beat AC Milan without conceding.
Yeah, man. So it's like, sometimes you have Dzeko as as one of them players there who always seems like he want to be a man for the occasion against his former team. But I'm going for Manchester City. Easy win 3-0. And Guardiola can celebrate a Champions League title with Man City.
I don't want them
City can win
three.
their first Champions
Three
League.
Man U reject there. Three Man U reject for in the Champions League.
But Ryan,
Yeah,
stick up it.
so
As I mentioned about that, you guys had signed Badia Sheila, right? But at the same time, you were in for Alessandro Bastoni. Yeah, for me, Bastoni is a way better player than Badia Shield. And
Um,
he was like basically costing
you
around 40
know
million at the time.
who else is a better player than Badia Shield?
Levi
Levi.
Cole. Yeah, man. True.
Even
But
I
one
don't
I'm
game.
know.
just I'm just saying that based on the money that you paid for Badia Shield, I think you paid like what, 38 million for him.
Yeah.
And Bastoni just cost like 45. So I was like, yo, why they never just tap it up and just get Bastoni, because that dude is huge, man. And if I was Demo right now, keep at say I need a centre back. So one right there, so brother.
When you're baller,
Brother,
man.
but the Shield is a baller too. I rate him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
my
know.
He
tell
can
us
play. He can.
Bastoni is bigger than Badia Shield.
I'm convinced about Badia
Well,
Shield.
you not convinced?
Nope.
Wow.
I think
I
Levi.
think I think he's a
Levi Cole is bigger than him, man. If I'm being honest, man, Levi is a way better player for me in my
nah,
book. And I've been watching
nah,
Levi for a minute now.
nah.
But yes, Ryan, easy winnings for City tomorrow. First Champions League.
Yeah, 3-1. I have 3-1 City tomorrow.
Fair. I don't know scoreline, but I just know that City will win. And Haaland is going to score in that final. That's all I know. And a man like Kenzo will say, yes, this is what Haaland was signed for and all of those stuff. And before we just get into any other details, Nuggets won the game, what, 108, 98, I think, 108, 95. So they're up 3-1 in the series. So there's no need one more game to win the finals. And just like Nuggets, within the championship, it's time to win the championship as well. So yes, it's the season of these teams.
I want my 4-2 prediction. Championship.
Now, man, that 4-2 then I'll come true. Get a bet on it.
Eh?
Get a bet on it.
I was looking for which part I just what me can find. I mean, I look for it for bet from not see it.
Bet on it, man. I'll have to go on outrights.
Outright.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I go find.
You go on NBA and then you go on outrights.
All right, I'm going to look for it again.
Mm-hmm. Well, Demo, cricket.
Yes, sir.
West Indies beat up a little UAE side 3-0. And as I
Call
mentioned,
it, yeah, man. Call it.
I never get to watch the West Indies innings, but remember the comment earlier, man said Atanis is going to score a 50. There it was. I don't know, but I just rate this dude differently. He has been a mad love consistency all this year long. Yeah, man, love the youth.
From under 19.
Big man.
Brother, boss, I'm telling you this. People can say, Ryan a chip out to them, but not hear him say properly.
He about 24.
Yeah, somewhere after. I think he's 23, 24 thereabouts.
Him not turn 25. I don't remember, something like that. But, boss, people can say what they want to say, you know. But
24.
the truth is, West Indies, without their star players, are minnows. Zine? So says UAE all you want. You're supposed to beat UAE all you want. And even without the star players, we're supposed to beat them, but we're minnows. Boss, the domination is something that you have a lot, brother. Like the man them even another game, yeah. Even in the game today, the man them dominate, the man them bowl him out for 180, whatever it was.
The man they're like 150 at for 2.
Yeah.
They were 140 at for 2, and then man say, all right, they might give them some runs so the man them can get some batting practice and whatnot, and one big collapse as minnows do. And West Indies are capable of that, obviously, as you saw as well. But yeah, man, I'm proud of the guys. The fringe players are probably half of them now good day when the big boys come back. When Holder and Mayers and all of the guys come back. Alzari, Puran, Powell, all of them come back and I come take them spots. So people just there try to make a name, try to see if them can, squeeze in and be there for consideration. Johnson Charles get a squeeze in because Goodikesh Moti is out injured. I don't know. That boy seem like him have an injury problem. Every time him play for West Indies, something happen to him.
Yo, who opens
So
West Indies normally with Hope?
with Hope,
Yeah. Brandon?
them use Myers. Them use
Yeah.
Myers open.
Yeah, completely forget. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a dilemma because obviously King did well when he open. You have Myers with open.
Shea one
Obviously at the day.
Shea, since captain, I don't think he moved since.
No, him not open when him a captain.
No, man.
him
It's
back.
stop open, no, man.
And for me, me
Oh,
not
crap.
even
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how
I
I
wanted to
feel
open.
about
That's
that.
what I remember saying, the open, no, man. But King, I wanted to open for West Indies, no, man. King and Myers.
Yeah, that may tell you King. And see them carrying Johnson Charles too, so obviously they have
Aye.
a million openers.
Johnson Charles now go play the game then.
Boss, what? The man
He
they
won't.
put a piece of farm, he stay there, but won't
I
have
know that
play.
he's on farm. Remember,
Johnson
say,
Charles make 130 and
remember, say,
100 against South Africa.
Remember, say, me tell Devin the other day when Devin that talk about so what them do with Johnson Charles. I say, yeah, the man been a make runs, bro. But
Yeah,
he
man.
not make the side.
I mean, like, me don't know who them are gonna pick. It did hard for me to tell who them are gonna pick. West Indies. So let's see what Sammy do. He might talk to some older players to get back in some man as well. Listen, feel about it. But if you can get Narayan, if you can get Russell, they
Why
can get
Russell
back
stop
Evan
with West
Lewis,
Indies,
if
Mike?
you can
Russell
get
and
back
the West
Maya.
Indies, man.
Boss. The man named Andre Russell. You know
He
what
no
is
beast, brother. Russell not done nothing for West Indies. Russell can stay away from West Indies.
Yo.
Like, Russell have to play T20 West Indies.
Yep. And
Yeah,
talking
but
about that,
even T20, Sammy had the white ball coach. Him can talk to the man if play T20. Yeah, you know
you know,
the
some
ODI.
senior boy, I play Trinidad League demo.
Who?
That boy Lewis.
Yeah, boss, that's all he does. That's all he does. He might turn down West Indies for go do some madness, brother. That's me tell you say one time the man he never do the fitness test. And then the next day I see the man a carnival a wine pan truck. Man like brother, really? I saw you do your thing and the man have the nerve to post it on Instagram. I mean like wait say with the caption unbothered. I'm like, bro, you really not care about West Indies cricket. Like but anyway, but if you can get him back, wouldn't mind, and that's another opener as well. Because obviously Evan Lewis is very talented as a batsman, but in person, he admire all of these guys. So yeah, man, I like the direction. I see a lot of improvements. People could say Sammy get the job. Saw one act like a woman. I say, oh, she never get the job. Make long post on Facebook complaining that Sammy doesn't have any qualifications and she have this.
I want to get a job still doing it.
Shiv. Well, listen.
When I bring in the Talas coaching staff.
What I'm hearing is Shiv have a communication problem, so, and I'm not surprised because if you listen to Shiv talk, I mean,
always.
Captain ain't gonna talk.
Exactly. So that's what I'm hearing from in the camp. Say, him have a communication problem. But the man coach the US.
So that means a rough man used to coach Talawas.
No, but man, say remember say Kohli did it. Like, probably a them man they do the talking and thing. Who knows? But he was a coach for the US women team.
Anthony, leave the chat, Anthony. Don't talk about most of the script, please.
What do you mean? So what wrong with trying Tage?
Why would you put Tage as number 3?
Why would you play Tage?
Why Tage a ball beater?
Why would you play him at number 3? Bebo, again.
I mean, him a ball beater when they play minor league over here, so.
Remember the team constructed, brother. You mentioned, all right, listen back in. King, Myers, Pooran, Oak, Ravman, right?
Bro, I'm just a joke, brother. Obviously, him can't make the team, brother. Nobody can't make the team.
More man, when they're ready. No.
Him can't have any team. But the thing is, I'm seeing positive stuff for the West Indies. A lot of people argue. Them call them the uncles. Them argue over the little things like for me, some man not in the team for real. Like Chase, him captain the side today. Him not even in round the team none at all. Cause for
True that.
years that man not performing, and him just come in while Kevin Sinclair, I do everything you can do. Him have an exceptional regional tournament with bat and ball. Him go play
Oh
the,
God,
the, the A
bro.
team tour,
Me just
bat
amazed
and
what
ball
they,
again.
me just amazed at what they say, yo. Kevin Sinclair, I watch him, I think regional. I said this one number,
Yes,
you know, so bowling with the man final. And regular
yes.
man has scored some 50s. Man, I said, boy,
And 60 at 70 at 80 at I
Really?
rescue Guyana them from problems. And then him do it in the A team tour against the Bangladesh man them the other
super
day as
time
well.
good.
I mean, like, why was still a look on Chase, brother? Why them the even drop Sinclair in the first place after New Zealand when the man did actually perform? Them just show with the man and just
Wait,
bring back Chase. Chase, hmm? Yeah, break up, man. I hear.
Chemo Paul, him still about?
Kimo Paul
Yeah,
playing
him
the first two.
play.
Him
Him
playing
there
first two.
playing at the UAE. Him them
Oh,
just call him. Him get injured. Him out of cricket for how long? As soon as there's a squad for call up, boom, Kimo Paul is back. I mean, listen, man, I have no problem with Kimo Paul. Them see him as the Bravo replacement, and them a work with him. Zine.
Ah,
But you just can't justify. So Chase coming like him at Thanos, like the man inevitable, brother. The man that have to make runs, and then all of a sudden a squad name him our best off spinning option. Like,
you remember me said here to say, yo, say, just wait, bro. You're going to see the face of Kavem Hodge over and over and over. That's Sammy's boy.
yeah. But like, me can work with that, brother.
Yeah,
But
man, because
then,
he must a
how
newbie. But Chase, come out of team. Come on, man.
Chase, how Yannick Karaya make a team in other? Oh, he make any team at all? Like the
when
man, the man not do well in a regional cricket. Him not do nothing, and him just
understand it.
it just ridiculous how the man them do things, brother. The man them there try work with Hayden Walsh, and all of a sudden them that's show Hayden Walsh. I mean, him obviously not perform, and them
Brother,
just say, all right,
brother, me not even like hear that because each time I hear them and them, my feelings hurt, bro.
I can
You know,
correct.
Hayden Walsh.
yeah, man, you know why my feelings hurt? Tell was decided for Lego Rovman and say like that man as Rovman replacement, you know, brother, I feel hurt.
You know, but boss, it bigger than that, brother. It bigger than that. I don't say some internal
No, me
issues.
know, man, but you know what? Come on, bro. Yeah, right now this season, me not support Tell in it. Me not support none of them as I want to fuck.
Yeah, but me just to say, like, what career do for make the team? So him is the next one, and wait, name sick of imagine good. Oh, Raja. Oh gosh, man. Listen, you have to take things with Raja so with a grain of salt, cause him thinks that Shea Hooper will best batsman in a test cricket, so you have to take what him say with a
Yeah, man,
grain of
remember,
salt.
remember, me, man. Remember, say, me tell him, say, yo, even though I love Hope, I want to Hope nowhere near at ST.
Then Reefer in the team. Like you go play Reefer and you have Atenes and you not give the man like me just like me not understand how them do things, brother. Honestly.
Yeah, man.
But with all of that, I see some positives, you know?
Yeah, my God, you know.
Yeah man.
But as I mentioned that, the
Reggae
World,
boys, brother.
well, man, the World Test Championship final, quick and fast. Australia look like about to do something great. I mean, the greatest part of this test match so far was the dismissal of Ajinkya Ryan and that catch by Cameron Green at gully. Yeah, it's like that man.
After him drop a dolly.
Yeah,
Him drop a easy catch before that too.
no man, but then the man does take a brilliant catch afterwards. And yeah, before I move on quickly, yeah, Anthony, that is a dude that I'm taking a good look at, man. Kirk McKenzie,
Who's that?
yeah, man, he can come around the test team, man.
Yeah, well I actually think that them bring him around the team.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know where am I go play because him obviously can't open with Tage and Craig Abbott. So I don't know that's a go. But
Let's
him can't
reggae
carry
boys, come on.
around. Yeah, so obviously we'll start our campaign We start our campaign on the 24th of this month against the United States of America. I was actually planning to go to Chicago to go and watch that game, but it falls on a day when I have to be at a wedding, so I end up have to cancel. But the 50-man squad call, see some brilliant names in the squad. Demari Gray is ready for the Reggae Boys right now. Antonio is back. Them call up the CFAS and all of them stuff there. A whole heap of man in the 50-man squad. But then I am finding it very hard to pick a 23 that will go that will go to the Gold Cup. It's gonna be very hard because you have to pick a 23-man squad. Hal Grimson have it all for do. Like we are gonna do. Like me no know, brother. May I try pick maybe I can pick a 11. Maybe. Because maybe the front three pick itself, because you're going to use Antonio up front, you're going to use Demari Gray, and you're going to use Leon Bailey. Like, probably that pick itself. People can argue CFAS because of what he do over so, and he might have a good season, and maybe I want
to win. One of the midfielder automatically pick himself already.
Russell.
Easily.
Yeah, Russell pick himself already. Then obviously Ethan Pinnock after the season have
easily himself. And the keeper pick himself too, I think.
Well, brother, Connor Boyce Clark is no joke, brother.
I'm not gonna say for him, but love him.
You know watch him.
Yeah, man.
You watch Connor Boyce for Reading, bro. They make him play the last couple of games for the season before it closes, and he's a really good keeper. He must
as a personality, even though when there's been a great servant for Jamaica over the years, it's been a minute bro, that we need to look past Andre Blake.
My people are going to cost me, right?
One session I agree with. Yeah, just remember your point. Me still no one say Kemar Lawrence, they're saying.
No, but brother, you pick a 50-man squad. You pick Bill and Lee. I mean, if we put up a backup left back, why Taxi is there? His experience. He probably not get picked at the 23. You can use Greg Lee and you can use Amari Bell. See the man come up there with Luton Town in the Premier League and he was influential. Who?
The right back man, we've seen for the call for about him that be brilliant in this system. Boy, Alvas not making over Limbic.
Alvas?
Yeah.
Bro, after Alvas sell you against Mexico, I don't think he might see back a Reggae Boy shirt. So Lembikisa, you have Joel Latibolier, who he might come from Manchester City, and him there, so him play right back and him can play centre back. So the squad really hard to pick.
We have fun. Yeah, make a point. You don't make a point before I cut you. You said Vex or whatever.
Oh yeah, so a lot of people are going Vex in terms of my views on Andre Blake. And the man I go play, him are the captain, him are the best goalkeeper. But I think the man parried the ball too much in front of him. Like he make a save, yeah? But him just push back the ball in the danger area. So, like people that say the man do this. And sometimes get away with it. Well, most of the time him get away with it. But me I see it for a very long time. But you can't leave out. You can't leave out Blake. But Connor Boyce Clark is right there, brother. So him yeah, man. So and obviously he's brilliant with his feet because so the man the training different. So if I pick a 11, because I can't pick a 23-man squad. So good luck to Coach Graham. I think it soon drop. But me I go Blake. Me I go right back. Me go play Dexter, a right back. Then so them call West Hardin to brother. West Hardin play right back, but him can play centre back as well. But me go pick Damian Lowe and me go with Ethan Pinnock.
West Hardin can play. Still low now with myself because alright, let's be honest.
11. Our squad.
11. But I look on the centre back choices. Might be forced to play him because for me still no. I know the
you have the centre back choices you do know?
No, I can't just low in the quick and fast.
Yeah, man. Because like I said, Latibodier can play centre back, him can play right back. West Hardin can play right back and him can play centre back. No. Me not play a Barbie.
You play that still though.
But me I played Damian Lowe. I mean, them not carry Richard King. And I think he might make the 23. But Ethan Pinnock and somebody for sure. I mean, me don't know.
Come on,
The
what's
last time we play Mexico, the Ethan Pinnock and Lowe play, man. And the
Yeah, I
match
believe.
done 2-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ethan Pinnock and Lowe, if you want to build a camaraderie, you probably have to go work with them, man.
Alright. Ready.
Yeah, we?
But yeah, for me personally, you wanna make it still.
Alright, fair enough. Um,
Yeah, so far back, I
and
forgot. Oh, mad.
brother, I think the on Instagram, JFF.
Instagram me the pan man, JFF page me the pan man.
Yeah. And then
Why
left back,
the JFF couldn't just pin it as one of the main posts? Come on,
no, no,
bro.
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
enough things
continue,
going.
bro.
Left back, I go, even though Greg Lee is really good, he's really good. But I think Amari Bell at left back, I go give me a better. I mean, him probably in a better form with the whole Luton Town thing.
I know
And
saying I really play left back either.
what I mean,
Wing back him playing.
yeah, but him is a left back.
Well,
Him is a left
yeah.
back, so him can play left back. So may I go with Bell. So yeah, so Dexter, Lowe, Pinnock, and
Mm.
and Bell. Then just above them, obviously Russell as a CDM. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A disappointed
Yes.
man
So
you talk about now.
it get like listen. Me I use a 4-3-3 now. That the coach use. The coach use 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
But me, but me I just use 4-3-3 because I don't know how 4-4-2 that work. Right. So yeah. So Russell CDM. Just above him, me go play DJ. So Daniel Johnson just above him, and I go play Omar Hutchinson. No, what me I talk about? This Omar Hutchinson, I'm mad. No, I can't play Omar Hutchinson in this. So Omar Hutchinson have to go dip on the bench. I go play Bobby Reed, brother. I can't drop Bobby Reed. The man have a brilliant season for Fulham. Him always play good for Jamaica, apart from when him miss trouble in the party. Yeah, but trouble for real. But may I play Bobby Reed in this? Zine. Then on the wing, like I tell you, Chippy on the right hand side, Leon Bailey, Antonio, Demari Gray on the right hand side. I don't think you can beat that. If you go 4-4-2, then we can probably put Omari somewhere in this, Omari Hutchinson.
Oh crap, guess
Somewhere.
who if he gets called up to a centre back? Why Dishan Bernard?
Yeah, I don't know much about him, but me hear say him wicked.
You don't know him?
Me probably
that
see
United
a few.
man?
Yeah, man, a few times, but I can't say I know him.
Who
Like
you
I'm
say
not
who saying
familiar.
wicked?
Hmm?
Which one of the YouTuber them are saying wicked?
What you mean which one of them? Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody say him bad. I mean, for a Jamaican context.
Demo, yeah, man, say Demo. You know, some follow the beauty from long time, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Dishan Bernard in United youth teams. Wicked boy. Because if I'm the start of senior football, let's move on.
So where am I do know that matter about?
He has just
Like-
been okay.
Oh yeah.
But for Jamaican standard, yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah.
So you think he might make the 23? Like he might make a 23-man Jamaica squad though?
All
Because
right.
him basically in a everybody thing.
Me personally, all right. 2 goalkeeper must select, right?
2 no 3.
3. All right. So if I 3, that's gonna be Blake, more like Blake, Boyce Clark, and probably Amal Knight.
Yeah man, them a go pick Knight.
So that's a 3. So 20 left.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Brother, this rough, brother.
All right, so
You're
20
gonna need about 9 defenders or 8.
Yeah, I think I had 8 or 9. book and pen me I look fine, okay, I go count them. So 20 now. 20 left back. Amari Bell. So like a
Easy.
19. Low.
Yeah, just put Mariappa, because he might carry Mariappa for the experience. Now, you know,
There's a reason I just left Mariappa, you know. Mariappa still gonna make it, that we can show you. Alright, so 20. Alright, Mariappa.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be what? 19. Bell, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Low, 17. Limbikisa, 16. Ethan Pinnock, 15. Gregley, 15. Let it be there. 14, that already in a bad man.
You have to write it down, man. What can I do? I'm confused now. Like, 14 is
No.
So how much midfield? Okay.
14 to choose now. Bobby Reid gonna make it. So 13 that.
You pick West Harding in the defense a while ago?
Me never pick him.
But West Harding have to go, brother. What you talk about? West Harding have to go, bro.
Alright, so guess what? West Harding at 13 left to pick for midfield. So look at it now. Bobby Reid, 12. Johnson, 11. Russell, 10. If he's a more than likely, Hutchinson gonna make it.
Yeah, him have to go, brother.
9. Ravel Marson, 8.
Him have to go.
Kevin
Lambert or Speedy have to go too. As a DM.
So much that you have left for picking.
Yeah, so much forward they need. Oh, I mean, 7 forward, yeah. So you don't need no.
I'm gonna bring Shamar Nicholson. I'm gonna bring Bailey. I'm gonna bring Antonio. So 3 that already. Them are great. That make 4. Who else I see them I sing about? That's our feeling. I don't know, but we just get a slight feeling say I bring one out of the local striker. And feel that the dude named Colin and this might make the pick.
No, sir, I carry Trevante.
You might bring Trevante over Colin.
The more pleasant one, yeah.
Yeah, man, I know him, man. That's a mess between one or two because I think when
the Colin. Oh, Jamal Lowe, I forgot to Jamal Lowe go. Kemar Roof injured, so I don't know why I'm even there in this because Kemar Roof.
Long time I see him play football either.
Guy man injured, brother. But you know how long the man injured. But them just put him in there for full up the names, I guess.
So this man the back in the side too.
Who?
That one right there, sir.
Which by Arrow? They wanna see Arrow. Oh, Hector?
Yeah, man.
Boss, brother. I'm hearing good things about Hector in his league, brother. People just judge Hector for him past mistakes, but Hector, I think Hector can play centre back and the man can play midfield. I don't think he's gonna make the squad, obviously, but it tough.
Even check what I already know him.
Who Splat?
Yeah.
Delano Splat, man. Well, when me hear say him get him stuff, me start taking him decent. I don't think I'm gonna carry him.
I really know him, so I have to take him in.
Yeah, so for pick a level from that, we just name. Like, I'm not surprised if him not carry Cephas. Because I will Cephas go on with. You know, but
so this will be 1, 2, 3. So what I try to say, man, dash your Corey Burke all together.
Oh Lord, Corey Burke I go to. Yeah, I go pick Corey Burke, bro. Yeah, Paris now go.
I just realize say, you know, so from the other day, been a get game. See an assist couple goals the other day.
And you know, say Flemo might go to. Flemo a Jamaican baller, you know, brother.
Man, even like man, brother. But guess what? Yes, so it's based on the system where the coach play. A man like him fit it because he can play another 4-4-2 there.
Exactly.
And this is where we get the edge over. Thinking about it, why don't need Trevante when you have Antonio? Because Trevante and Antonio basically play like, you know, 2 bird striker will hold up the ball.
Yeah, but Antonio go play all like game them 90 minutes, man. I know.
Yes, I think but look at it. Remember, say your Jamal Lowe can play as a forward. You got
Yep.
Shamar Nicholson there, same way. Shamar Nicholson basically play like Antonio them in a sense. Yeah, he might have more speed and stuff like that, but
Mm.
ah, boy. Now that's still.
Me tell you, it's tough.
Once a couple of the youngsters them in the still now in terms of the local players them, man. Still a call for the left back from Cavaliers.
What him
Don't
name?
even remember the youth name again, but then if you go look back on him, tell us the boy have a wicked piece of screen in foot them, man.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
man. I'm surprised him.
them can't pick from outside of the 50 with them names still.
No, man.
But
Because the reason I'm saying, you know, I see enough people say this are youth are the best in the local league in terms of wing backs. So they're spelling the man name wrong. O'Shane Staple.
oh yeah, me hear about him
Francis
too.
Staple and Ricardo Thomas make it, and Ricardo Thomas is a play left back. He must be around the team every now and then. So yeah, but
Mm.
interesting times ahead, man. I think
Yeah, man.
it's a good mixture of players. Just that I think that we need one more quality midfielder.
Yeah,
That's just
midfield are the problem.
yeah.
I
But
think it had a problem depending on the formation. Because I can work
four
if
four
I can
two
work with four three
good.
three.
No, that's what I'm telling you. 4-4-2. It's good. The midfield will be good with a
So why
4-4-2.
4-3-3 no why 4-3-3 no good?
No, what I'm trying to say, I need an extra one. All right, if I play 4-4-2, right, all I need is just Russell and Daniel Johnson right in the middle.
DJ,
Cover.
yeah.
All right, 4-4-3-3 now, right? All right, are you playing a flat 4-3-3 or diamond like 4-3-3?
I mean, it don't matter.
It does.
Anyone good cause Russell I go sit.
Bobby Reed no good as a flat. The man have to
Well,
play attacking role.
yeah, but you don't have to play Bobby Reed. Remember, say still have Ravel.
Well, they have Rafael and they have Omar Hutchinson too, so yeah.
Yeah. So it depends upon the
Yeah,
personnel. I
but
think it can work.
what I try to say now, me just look at the bigger picture. It's in terms of my boss Rafael what 30 or thereabouts.
Ravel not playing any football. Man out of club out
That
of
is
a club
simple
for
thing.
how long.
Just me keep on look on them same man them say DC United. Me I say yeah, but Rooney kick with them man there, Rooney running way.
Yeah. The man not playing no football. That
So
that
it's
me
like
worried about, brother.
I'm in the situation. Better name man, Mariapa. I did Mariapa at one point. The man have no club, and every time that a squad get picked, the man they get picked.
Or
You never
Liam
play out
Moore, yeah.
pick that you No man, Liam Moore. I think he's still up on the books already.
No. Liam Moore never have a club for a minute. I think you probably get one now.
No man, they're Reading man. Liam Moore they always have a club man.
The man them run Liam Moore. But I ask you.
He injured man.
The man them did run Liam Moore, boss.
There's another player man. I think I'm Mariapa man. I always get called. I wouldn't let me tell. I will forget the biggest player of them all. The man didn't play
Javan.
football none at all, and then and the mother get called up. No must come at that boy man.
When they're DJ, when they're spin turntable, I get called.
Yo,
Well, that was the top of regime, brother.
yo, if somebody
That
case,
can
Tapa could call up on him the two, brother.
Who?
Brother name was the Shuckle Boss man, Jonah McGregor.
Who?
The man is play with Tivoli. You don't know the DJ boy named Shuckle Boss no man.
No.
Jaja.
Somebody
Yeah
asked
man, he
if we
used to play
have
for Tivoli.
concern
He used to
over
play for
man
Tivoli.
over Maria
Yeah man,
Pa's
Mario
age.
my grandfather right now, brother. Yeah man, Mario
Yeah,
can
so
retire now man.
so
Sometimes we
so
need
Rich Paul Sports. You see the thing is I think he's just going for experience if them pick him. I don't think he'll be starting games. It's just for the experience and for guide the youths and
yes,
and
it's right
just be
about
that
him.
voice.
It's right about now. We don't want that. We're in a
So
transitional phase. We're in a transitional phase. When in transition, now is the time to take all the risk to build towards
so
2026.
you wouldn't carry maps.
No, go on. Get in one of the younger
So you
youths
say
then.
him take out him a waste of space.
Of course, he is a waste of space. You know, make 2026 World Cup team. So why you bring him right now? No, it's not the time for man like Maps. No time for you exploit and explore with these players. So me a drop Maps. That's just me. Maps can't make it for me.
Why?
Me personally, I go
Brother,
with me didn't even know him name. Me didn't even know this dude. But I'm seeing that Inter Miami are the dude where the Stokes it in there, Luke Badley Morgan. One of them youth that me I bring in to make them go experience it. That's
No,
why I
no,
talk about because
I
think about
always
it,
have a
bro.
soft spot for experience. I mean, you
Let me tell
can
you
say
about
Antonio did it for experience and
Damian Lowe, a long time they run the program. Ethan Pinnock, them man, they yeah, might have
yeah,
experience
Pinot.
in
Yeah.
Jamaica, but the man they have the experience per se. The captain himself, Blake, DJ, I say
Yeah.
DJ a captain for Preston. You see me, so me look on it say enough experience on the side already, brother. And so when I just say to Rich Poe, Richard King, yeah, in the playing a local league again, a man the day of Iceland, even though I'm book side in this still, but at least the man not playing a Jamaican league again. Them man, them want seen the
Richard
program.
King Richard King is a good player, but him not gonna make that 23 year brother. Too much other high quality players. We're not even talk about Latibody here who supposed to be the best um at the back line in terms of playing out the ball. And I remember City product that in brother. The Monday will verse tonight. Wait, Latibody here never they part of the England something they will win the World Cup.
Yeah, man,
Under
and the same thing,
17.
and the same thing said. I mean, man,
No him captain the side.
in time they used to growing here and like used to almost locks. Yeah, man, and him and the
Yeah,
chopper, man.
I him the captain, right?
Yes,
Might we
sir.
have some quality people coming in, you know? Yo.
It's just that he never kick on as you'd expect.
Mm,
Yeah, man,
yeah.
because but most of them never kick on still because remember they have this dude to name. I remember when they used to play centre back. Dude named Jonathan Panzo. Panzo
Yeah, I
career for
remember
after.
him.
So
I
yeah, but
remember him.
not to be there, man go down to Swansea and the man form a career for himself. Good player down there because I think him take on him the side, take on him the spot. But anyway, it's a player one. Kyle Norton, I believe. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, man, we used to play for Spurs.
I
So yeah.
remember him, man.
But interesting thing going forward, man. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Any final words before we just lock this off?
No, boss, we're talking enough already. About 2 hours we talk for.
Yeah, man. Give them a 2 hour, man, cause long time so. But yeah,
Yeah.
people, lot of track and field going on. So Fit Kipiegan, breaking records for fun, 400-meter eating up, lot of stuff going on. So can look forward to some more shows, man. It was a pleasure being here with you guys, man. We appreciate it, the man, love and the support. Rich for Sports, big up yourself. Emerald, Kisha was here earlier. Anthony Henry, Roger that watch on Facebook, Casina. Look, Casina, I'm still having a pen because I tell you, $10 get sacked from December and that never gone. So yeah, let's remember that. But Ryan, big up yourself, man, and Demo, respect as always,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Big up,
Much
big
love.
up.
And
Yeah,
guys, we'll
man.
be back here Monday. We'll be here talking about some Champions League, celebrating
Wait, 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 wait. So the man asks him, can JA win it? No, they cannot win it.
you know,
I'm
you know,
sorry to say, we won't
you know,
win the Gold Cup.
you know what? Mr. Jamaica draft Damari Green. You know who Miss
Mm.
America respond with?
No Balogun.
Coloring Balagon. Yo,
Boss,
then
wait, hold on. USA win the Gold Cup with all MLS players last year. But the last Gold Cup. You think so what am I gonna do now with time them players are come back?
brother, Mr. Man, yo,
Crazy.
imagine a man like dude named man Ricardo Pepe. He play for
Pepe.
Groningen now in a brother. End up second leading goal scorer in that league, and Pepe is not going to start in this team.
But may I tell you, he mash up the Gold Cup last
No
time.
man. And that's why I never get the move go to Germany, but it never work out for him over there. But I say like top club them over Netherlands are chase him now. I say Feyenoord want him, Ajax want him, Alkmaar
Yeah.
want him. Yeah man.
And let's not forget about Canada. So I know people are going right.
Jamaica you know
And
what?
we alone.
Yeah man, I see
Um,
Mexico too. Don't count them out there. Yeah, some decent
yeah,
people, young
man.
youth are come through to, but right now, USA and Canada, I think them, man. Once I told them, I got to take it.
Me tell them say, boss, for me personally, and when you can make up on the nice or no. Me I use the Gold Cup for make them money a gel for the World Cup. And that's what my thing there right now.
I prove my point, though, you know, say
The,
Maria
the,
up and nothing go.
hmm?
Yeah, prove my point, say Maria up and nothing go.
Yeah, fair enough. But forget them are agree play good with Leon Bailey and Antonio and them man. They make the thing, use the thing for jail. If we win it, so be it. But me not see us winning it, so make a focus on getting the system tighten and move forward, brother. That's it.
Yeah, even right now, still, even see him Antonio. Antonio now got 2026 now. That's why I follow up on a young striker, but I can't go left him out right now. So that's how I work with him.
What you mean him can go 2026?
Antonio not going to 2026
When
World
man
Cup.
gonna be like 23, he might be like 33.
Magabi what?
No 33.
Bad man. 2026 World Cup. Antonio is 36 years old, looking to be 37.
We are say.
Antonio at 33 right now, bro.
Oh yeah, some of them man was him so old.
Yeah,
Wow.
brother, I'm old man.
Jano. Well him still can go, man. Him a go lead the line still.
Well, we shall
Well,
see.
alright.
Let's see how we're though, bro. Big up, man. And
Yeah,
to the
man,
people
big
that
up.
commented, big up. And until Monday, see you guys, man. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your night.